welcome to another episode. Welcome everyone.
Welcome.
How's your muscle going?
How's your muscle going? Yeah.
For us, it's been just like 10 seconds after the previous episode, but I think it's going to be a week after for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, hopefully you're having a good life. It's going to be, I think it's end of
April?
March? No, April.
Yeah.
End of April.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be like over 30 degrees
I
Celsius in
know.
Japan.
Yeah, and then like it's gonna be like kind of like a holiday rush, I guess, Golden Week.
Yeah,
Well,
Golden
I
Week,
don't
yeah.
think there's things called Golden Week in English, but
Yeah,
everybody
Golden
knows.
Week. The first letter is capitalized for your meshi. So Golden
What is
Week.
it? Yeah, those picky stuffs.
Yeah. Hopefully you will have a good Golden Week as well. Enjoy your holiday. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about one new present from my family. So yeah, I got this one. This is Kindle. You know Kindle, right?
Oh, Kindle, nice.
Yeah. I got finally got I think it's called as electric book or something like that.
Electronic books?
Electronic books. Oh yeah.
E-books, yeah.
E-books, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Yeah. So I finally got Kindle in my hand, and this is my birthday present.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I've been actually reading many books recently. So
Wow, that's good.
yeah, in this 2 weeks I finished like 3 books. That's impressive, right?
Wow. That's
Considering
great.
how busy I am. Yeah.
Wait, so like, did you have like some like reading habits, like even
Yes.
before like now, or?
Absolutely. When I was in elementary school, I was a big fan of reading. So there was like a 読書記録 book kind of thing
Book
back in
reports?
time.
Book
Yeah.
reports, kind
So
of, yeah.
you rent a book in library, and you will like take notes when you finish and you return it. So I was the top student back in time, reading
Wow.
like 300 books every year. So
300.
yeah,
Wow.
like once
Like
a day.
it's basically
one book a
like
day.
one book per day. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
impressive.
So I'm very like fast reader as well, and yeah. So, but that habit, how do I say? Like I lost that habit after I got into junior high school because
Mm-hmm.
it got really busy, and also I was in part of like how do I say, like athlete club kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You were in athletics and like.
Yeah, exactly. It
And
was like very high
football
level.
and-
So
yeah.
yeah. So I lost it, but I've been like thinking I really want to read books to deepen my understanding and also spend a good time rather than like seeing through TikToks, scrolling Instagram. I wanted to read books. So I asked my mom like, hey, can you present me Kindle on my birthday? And she said like, yeah, you can. And I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
That's so lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been great, and I really love this device.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, before I purchased this or I got this, I was worrying about like how bright the screen is or like how hurtful to your eyes, and it's actually very close to the paper book. Like the screen is very easy to see, and you
Wow.
don't get tired. So
Nice.
yeah, it's great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like, what type of books do you usually read? Like the genre.
I would say nonfiction and essays. Yeah, and psychology. So I read a book about psychology. It's Adler's Psychology, and I read a book about. Do you know there's a very long trail in Spain?
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's a walking trail with like 800 kilometers in Spain, and that road eventually leads you to a very famous church at the end. So
Wow.
it's kind of like how do I say, 修行の道, like practice road for
yeah,
Christians.
kind of like how
Yeah.
to say, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not training, but like
Yeah. Like
oh yeah, I definitely know the name, how they call it. But yeah, anyways, go for it.
Yeah, so it's called Camino. If you're interested in, please search it. It's
Mhm.
called Camino. And I read a book about that, like a woman who got like panic disorder and depression in Japan, and
Mhm.
she got to know about this road, and she went to Camino, and she changed herself by that experience. It was very interesting book. If you're interested in, please search 人生に疲れたらスペイン巡礼.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such an interesting title.
Yeah, it was very nice. You know, I'm a big fan of these hikes and, you know, walking stuff. So
Mhm.
the book was very
Wow, I
interesting.
would love to walk this trail.
Yeah,
someday.
yeah. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, and also some essays. Like I'm kind of like a minimalist, so I'm reading like other minimalist book to understand how they are thinking and how they minimize things. So something like that. It's been really productive to me.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you read books?
Yeah, I love reading a lot as well. Like
Okay.
so there's like a really nice library like really close to my house, fortunately.
Mhm.
So like I can borrow as many books I want. I mean there are some limits,
That's
but you know,
nice.
there's a bunch of books that you can read for free. So when I think until my middle school, I had this like whole list of books that my mom was making me to read.
Okay.
It was actually from the book list that her school was giving out to the students.
I see.
And so like I was reading a lot of book. Like my goal was to like read all of the books on that list, and also maybe some other books that I wanted to read. So I was doing something like that, and even after like my mom stopped giving me that book list, I was just reading whatever books that was interesting. But after I got into university, like it really got hard for me to read books because I usually read books in Japanese, and I can probably read in English, but it gets really slow and it's kind of stressful. So
Totally.
I didn't have a chance to like find Japanese books outside Japan. So like I was kind of stopping to read. But then like from last summer and even now that I'm back home, like I'm reading a lot, and yeah.
Okay, so
Even now I have a bunch of books around me.
in front of you. Okay. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, in front of me in my bag, like
Oh.
this is my favorite book.
Rule design. Oh, okay. That's
Real
nice.
design. This is also interesting. It's kind of like also includes the psychology and sociology kind of perspectives as well. So highly recommend it.
I see.
Yeah.
But you gave the point. So the point is, if you study abroad, you will have hard time reading books because you can't simply, how do I say, take around your books to like everywhere. It's gonna be very heavy and it takes so much space, and so that's why I highly recommend Kindle. It's a very nice device. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is that I really like paper books. So like
Exactly.
I have like I really hesitate like getting Kindle.
Yeah.
Like my family also like has Kindle, and they recommended me to have like, oh, do you want to have Kindle as well? But like, nah, like I'll just stick with the paper books.
I was that kind of person before. I really love the paper books because you simply feel great when you like flip the page and smell the good odor of the book.
Yeah.
And it's always better to have physical books, but like it's kind of like a trade-off. So between two things, like one is you don't read any books when you're studying abroad, and you just give up having the physical book and stick with ebook for like 3-4 years, and think about how much you absorb from these books.
Yeah. Damn, you're trying to conform me. But yeah, I would say like I think it also depends on like priority. Like I also like to like receive information and like having a lot of insights from books, but it's also that like reading books is the way I try to reduce my screen time. So like I feel like even though like Kindle, I think it's like pretty nicely designed, and like you said, like it's quite like not that painful for your eyes and like something like that. But like I still kind of feel like it's like I would like to have like a time that like I don't look at any screens, and also like I feel like I feel like it's more satisfying to read this physical books that you can like kind of see the progress like on how much you read.
That's true.
And like Kindle, like you can also see that like
as a percentage.
But like it's like really it's just like you're scrolling kind of like scrolling down or on your side or whatever. So like yeah, I think that's how I just choose physical books. But maybe I could try, you know.
Yeah. You can always try.
Yeah.
But one more thing. So
yeah.
First of all, yeah, you see the progress. You see the percentage, how much you have read. And also, you will see how many hours do you need more to finish the book. It will show based on your progress. So it shows you like, okay, you will finish this book in 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it's easier for me to get like motivated to read books because I have a really busy life. But if I can spend 2 hours and a half, then I can finish this book. It's going to be very simple calculation based on that. And also, the screen technology is pretty different from like normal device. So
you look so smiley.
I'm persuading. So
yeah,
under the bright condition, it doesn't turn on the backlight. So it simply like reflect the sunlight and show the content. So it doesn't hurt your eyes. And
I see.
In dark conditions, yes, backlight is on, but it's not really a backlight. It's like a front light, so it's also a reflection kind of thing. So the screen technology is very weird, but it's well thought and it doesn't hurt your eyes even at night. So yeah, it's been very nice. But yeah, anyways,
is it like a promo for Kindle?
No, I hope I get paid by Amazon.
You're just being like a Kindle. Yeah, you're like a Kindle evangelist.
Yeah, but it's something I wanted to talk about. So for those who are thinking like, oh, I want to read books, but I'm studying abroad and I don't have any like Japanese book resources around me, then you might consider having Kindle. That might help you. And also, I understand how great it is to have physical books around you. So
yes,
yeah.
If you're in Japan, like, or like if you're in a place where you can easily access the library and there's a bunch of books, I highly recommend.
Yeah, that's the best. Them. Yeah,
like it's really nice. Like one book is like really kind of expensive. Like the smaller ones are maybe like 1,000 yen, 800, 700 yen ish. But then like the bigger ones, like it's like usually 2,000, 3,000 yen.
Totally.
And so like the way you can just borrow it for free, I think that's really cool. And yeah,
I get it. So I would say like Kindle is not the best way, but like alternative way to spend time on books, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely reduces the space.
Yeah, exactly.
You can also try to find a lot of like interesting books.
Yeah.
That you might not find physically. So
yeah.
I think that's really cool as well. And you know, like at the end, like just like putting together, like no matter how you do that, like reading books is really such a great habit to have.
Exactly.
Like, highly recommend it if you don't feel like you want to read.
Yeah.
Like
stop scrolling your iPhone. Sorry, Android too.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Read your books, build your muscle, and
Yeah.
maybe listen to this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Listen to podcast and read
Yeah.
books and go to gym. Yep. Okay. Thanks for listening. Yep. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye.